Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, the notebook is already open in front of us. Today we are going through Python integer operation, every section, every line, one by one. So here we will cover arithmetic operation, comparison operation, logical operation and assign operation, as well as we will use some very useful inbuilt function. Let's get started. So first we can go to the first cell. Now here in that first cell, line number 1, so x comma y is equal to 12 comma 5. So this is actually multiple assignment. We create two variables in one line. So here x gets the value 12 and y gets the value 5. Python reads the right side first, 12 and 5, then assign them left to right. Both x and y are integers, whole number, no decimal point, right? So here x and y, 12 and 5, both are integer. Now line 2, that in double quoted, first initial value x is equal. So this is a text level, we can say as a string, and then comma, then x is a that variable. So Python replace that variable to 12, and then again here in double quoted comma y is equal to, again that is a text level. So here again in that y Python will replace 5. So by default that prints add space between each item automatically. Now if you run, you can see that. So here, so initial values, then x, so that string will print up to this, and then replace x to 12, and then again, so this is also string that will come here, and then again up to this, and then space, and y replaced by 5. So now in these two variable, that is x is equal to 12 and y is equal to 5 will be used throughout all the example. Now here section number 1, arithmetic operation. So in that first line, print, then here this is in the total text level, means string, and but here this slash n is there. Slash n means that is the new line, so it will separate that's new sequence, that escape sequence means that slash n is new line escape sequence. So it prints a blank line before the heading. Okay, and then after that this line, this will come. So if you run, then it will be clear. So that first line, and then it will come. Now next line is print addition x plus y. So x will get 12 and then y. So that plus operator will add that to variable. So we'll get the 17. Similarly for subtraction, x minus y. So we'll get 7. Multiplication, x that star mean asterisk y. So that will give 60. And here for division. So division means here that is called regular division, so using the black slash. Okay, so here we always get the result float, okay, a decimal number. So here we got that we took that x is equal to 12 and y is equal to 5. So after doing the division, we will get 2.4. so this is actually float. Then float division, okay, so that will use that double slash. So that is actually called float division or integer division. So it divides and then rounds down to the nearest whole number. So decimal part is completely removed. So here 12 by 5. So that will be 2.4. So again it is actually float division. That 0.4 actually drops and result will be 2. Next is modulus x, that percentage y. Okay, so that is called modulus. So it gives you the remainder after division. So here 12 divided with 5, so that will be 2. So that is remainder 2. So we get remainder. And then here that exponentiation. So x double star y. So that will give 248832. So this is the 8th line. Now next is that comparison. Okay, so now here x equal to y. Okay, so comma x equal to y. So here it will give actually true and false, nothing will happen here. So if it is okay, so it will give true, otherwise it will give false. Now if you run that, you will see that. So here x is equal to y, so x is equal to 12 and y is equal to 5. So 12 equal 5, no, that is false. So here x not is equal to y, okay, so that is true, and x greater than y, that is true. X less than y, that is false, and x greater than equal to y, okay, that is true, and then x less than equal to y, that is false. So from this comparison operation, so you will get true and false. Now next, coming to the logical operation. So in Python, 0 is equal to false, non-zero is equal to true. Now here, so again x and y, so here return y as if x not is equal to 0. So first, that if not is equal to 0, so it will return y. Now here x or y, so return x if x not is equal to 0. So you can see that, and print not x, that is means false if x not is equal to 0. So now if you run, you can see that. So here x and y, so as x not is equal to 0, so immediately y will return y is equal to 5. X or y, so as return x if x not is equal to 0, okay, and then not x, so that will give false. Now assignment operation. So here, so first suppose z is equal to 0, so that will print, and z plus, if you take the z plus, okay, so what actually happened, so it will give z is equal to z plus 5. So what will be ultimate result? So initially 10, okay, so 10 plus 5 means 17, okay, so it will be like that, okay, and then z plus 5 is equal to z. So if you run that, you will see that. So here first z is equal to 10, so z plus 5, so that will be 10 plus 5, 15. So you should not, instead of writing z is equal to z plus 5, so you can write z plus is equal to 5. Similarly z minus 3, so 12 minus 3, 12, okay, z into 2 means 12, sorry, that will be z is equal to z into 2, okay, so that will give 14. So actually z is equal to, now here this is 12, right? So now z become 12, 12 into 2, that is 24. Now z become 24. Now here it will actually doing the float division, okay, so float division, you will get 24 by 4, exactly you will get 6. Now from here, so again you can see here, so that is modulus. So if you want to calculate modulus, so you have to use that percentage. So now z becomes 6 divided by 3, so that will give 0. Now so 0, now z is equal to 0, so z started 2, so that will give nothing but 0. So z is equal to 0 into 2, so that will be 0. Now here miscellaneous means absolute value, power, and division mode. So here we can use the inbuilt function. So absolute of minus 15, so that will give the positive value, okay. So power to equivalent to 2 started 5, okay. Now here if I use div mode, so that will give quotient as well as remainder. So if I run, we will get that. So first we will get absolute value, second we will get the power, and divide mode, so first we will get the quotient value and then we will get the remainder value. So that's it about the remainder. So now if you like this video, please subscribe and put thumbs up and share with your classmate, and obviously I want drop a comment below, which operator did you not know before watching this video. See you the next video. Happy coding. Thank you.